Hello everyone, this is a video on our expected stats team that we made for the Generals Charity League. It's all based on expected goals and assists, so we'll see how we got on this week. It started in game week 9 and we got 57 points. The average is 52, game week rank at 2 million. Although this week a lot of people got a lot more than that, didn't they? A lot of the good players. But we'll see how we're faring anyway, because we're down to 117 in the Calm fundraiser, 118 out of about 270. So we're still in the top half of the field, so we're doing all right. We've got a green arrow in our Game Week 9 league. That's for all the teams that started in Game Week 9. Now, considering we didn't have Richarlison or Arnautovic, they were the two big scorers of the week. We didn't have either of them. So we suffered because of that, but we still did all right because Ings got a goal. Wilson and Aguero all did well. And Sigurdsson got an assist and so did Hazard. So we did all right. Our defence was a bit shocking. Got nothing there. But considering we didn't have the two big scorers of the week, it's not such a bad result, that. So we'll have a look at our team for this week. Now we've got 2 free transfers. And we've got a bit of an issue with Monreal because he hasn't played for a while. And I think Kolasinac's back and he's been playing pretty good. So I think Monreal's now a rotation risk. So we're going to have to maybe change him. But the first thing we do is we look at these front 7 and see if any of them have dropped down in the expected goals and assists. So we'll go and have a look at that anyway. So here's our table on goals and assists. So we'll look at our strikers first. We've got Aguero, Wilson and Ings. Now we can't change any of those because the only one above Ings is Vardy and he's 9 million. So we can't afford him. So we have to pretty much stick with our 3 strikers. Now the midfield, we've got Aguero, Hazard. So we've got Hazard and Salah. We've already got those 2. And the next one is Silva, Sterling. I don't think we can afford them. And we look down at our next 2 are Fraser and Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's dropped back to the 3rd page. So we'll see if maybe we have to change Sigurdsson. But I don't think anyone's above him we can afford. Oh, Pogba is. Pogba's above him. And Silva is too, David Silva. But can we afford David Silva? I don't think we can. Let's have a look. So he'd be the one to get because he's really high in the expected goals and assists, isn't he? So where is he? He's not that high up on the list because he hasn't been playing that regularly, has he? It's a bit of an issue. Oh, he's 8.5. So can we afford Silva? No. 0.1 short of Silva at the moment. But if we replace Monreal, we'll see who's top for bringing in. So maybe we might better get Silva. We can certainly afford Pogba, who's above Sigurdsson. So if we can't afford Silva, we'll get Sigurdsson. So I think we need to look at Monreal because I think we'll be taking him out this week. Because he is now a bit of a rotation risk, I think. And we don't know if he's fit or not. So we'll have a look. And so we're going to have to go down. I think Olibas is top. But we don't know if he's a regular starter now because he missed a couple of games. One was through suspension. But then he wasn't picked the following week either. Which is a bit interesting, isn't it? So there he is. He is the top one. But I think it's too soon to buy him back because we don't know if he's going to be a fixture in the team now because they've been doing pretty poorly lately. And, you know, we lost to Newcastle, I think, this week with him back in the team. So we can't be sure he's going to start. So we're going to give him a miss, I think. If he's still playing in a couple of weeks, we can always bring him back. Trippier we can't afford. Mendy, we've already got Doherty. We can't afford Mendy. Monreal's the highest choice. We can't get Keane because we've already got a Everton defender. We've already got this Everton defender. Well, I can't pronounce his name. Someone told me I pronounced it wrong, but I can't remember how you do pronounce it. Bellerin. That's interesting. So we could just do Monreal to Bellerin. We'll have a look and see if Bellerin's the same price. It would be good if he was a bit cheaper, wouldn't it? Then we could get Silva in. Oh, he is. He's 5.4. So we could get Bellerin in for Monreal. So you've got 2 free transfers and replace Sigurdsson with David Silva. That would be, mind you, he's a bit of a rotation risk, but maybe David Silva is pretty good this season, isn't he? We've got no problems with our bench. Like, we haven't got anyone who never plays or anything, so we could well do this. Leave us with 0 in the bank, but it's doable. I think we'll do this week. I think what I should do is we'll go and have a look at the price changes website, just in case Monreal's going to drop in price. So we might have to do it quickly. Let's have a look. So we put Monreal in. This is the site I use for my transfers. He's minus 95. If he gets to minus 100, he falls in price. Most of you probably know this already, but so I think we might have to do this kind of today. We'll have a look where Bellerin is. He might be about to rise in price, mightn't he? So a few people buying Bellerin, but he's still nowhere near rising. He's got to get to plus 100 before he rises. And what about David Silva? That's another thing to consider, isn't it? David Silva, he's on 3.8, so he's not going anywhere in price. So we can afford to wait until tomorrow. So we can wait about another 20 hours. We might have heard some news about Monreal by then, mightn't we? But if Monreal is fit, then we can't get Silva. So I'm quite tempted that we should do this anyway. Although Bellerin could start in the Europa League and get injured. So I think we'll wait until after the Arsenal's Europa League match. And then I'll make these transfers before the price changes. Because we don't want to lose money on Monreal. Because that would price us out of this. So that would look pretty good, wouldn't it? We'd have a Hazard, Silva and Salah in midfield. With Fraser as our cheap option. And a good strike force there that's unlikely to change anytime soon. And Bellerin keeps the defence quite attacking as well, doesn't he? So I think that's what we'll do anyway. So that's that for this week. And we'll go back and I'll transition out to the ending. Here we go. So this is my Twitter handle. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'll be making the transfers in the next 24 hours. Okay, so that's it for now then, peeps. And I'll talk to you all later. Next week probably. Okay, so cheers for that.